live. Okay, so welcome back to Odyssey of the Dragon Lord. Last week, after much deliberation, you decided to go hunting for some basilisks. And you actually fought and defeated the basilisks, which you suspected were going to be the ones who would attack the Rock of Estor and eat the person that was on there. And you were having some discussions about, you just slayed the last basilisk. So, heroes of the prophecy, what would you like to do?
We should probably explore this cave. There may be treasure.
And then Morpheus is going to say, were there other types of monsters that your grandfather mentioned? He mentioned certain kinds of creatures, but was there a second type? And I don't know if anyone else remembers. I kind of remember that. I just want to put that out there. There might be more or something else.
I don't
Go ahead.
remember.
Go ahead, Eric.
I don't remember.
Does anybody know if we chop off the head of one of these things, and can we use it to turn things to stone?
Ooh. One way to find out.
Hear it in a burlap sack around. I love it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds a lot like Clash of the Titans there. I like it.
Well, I'm not sure if the heads will turn them to stone, but I know the basilisk guys are treasured greatly by certain alchemists. Says Kyra.
We could probably.
Yeah,
Zamet's
I always forget that. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, Zamet got beat up. He's going to heal himself with Cure Wounds.
Sure.
We'll try and pluck out the eyes without looking at them.
Okay. Well, if you're not looking at them, then make me a nature check at disadvantage. See if you can pluck them out. Ooh, 9. There were 4 basilisks from memory. I'm going to say you massacre some of them, but you managed to get 2 usable basilisk eyes, Theodosis.
Okay.
Morpheus is going to walk up to Akima's stone form that cracked on the floor, and he's going to start grinding it into dust just to break it up and scatter it. And so she's going to go, poof.
All right.
And then Morpheus is going to pull a torch out, so if he can give me a light, because I don't have any dark vision.
Sure.
That's kind of the reason why I needed to pull a torch out. And I'm like, I'll make a scene with, I see through her eyes too much, and I break her up, and then I, have a torch out while I'm doing it.
Okay, should be able to see now.
Thank you.
I'm still averting my eyes to the floor as I'm going to go in deeper and see if I hear anything.
Okay, okay, so you're still shielding your eyes just in case there's another basilisk there. I mean, even without a perception check, you see more of these stone statues. Some of them with looks like their arms have been bitten off, their heads been bitten off, that type of thing. And that's what you see from there.
All right, I'm going to continue on. Ooh, this place is much bigger in here.
Bigger on the inside?
I'm going to say, Akima saw through, and there's a second room to the northeast, where the basilisks were sleeping.
They've been very busy. Lots of petrified folks in here.
Can we check to see if any gear is on them that's not petrified?
Oh, I see eggs.
Even as a casual glance, Theodosis, their weaponry is all stone as well.
There are eggs in a nest.
I'm sure those eggs might be valuable to someone.
I'm just gonna put this.
I'm thinking of the.
I don't know why we're getting so much delay tonight. Let me change something. But Kara says, "Well, I'm sure we could get some money from them, but you know, they're basilisk eggs. What's the best that's going to happen? More basilisks? You guys do what you like, but I'd like to just smash them."
Zamek was going to say, if we take them, maybe it would actually attract more of them, and they would want to defend these eggs.
Well, that's a good
large are
point.
basilisks?
It's a good point she raised. Maybe we didn't kill all the basilisks, just the basilisks who happened to be in this cave at the time. There might be more out there.
You know, monsters, yes, but part of the world. Doesn't matter if here, smash, there'll be basilisks always, so what's harm? They'll take. But if anger others, then we should leave.
I say we take them now, and we can always smash them later. If we get bored.
Egg fight.
Who's up for an omelet?
All right.
Can you make a lizard omelet out of character? Is that a thing? Because they're eggs. I never thought about that.
I mean, presumably it starts out with a yolk and a white like every other egg. I assume you could.
That'd be wild. Lizard egg, scrambled eggs.
You first, Daniel.
Yeah.
You guys know what a bullet is?
Yes.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it's very popular in the Philippines, like crazy popular. They take an fertilized duck egg, and just before the duck is about to hatch, they bore the crap out of it, and then they eat the duck embryo as part of the egg. I've had a few. It's as delicious as they sound.
I'll take your word for that.
I love how Malcolm said not just one, he said he's had a few.
Well,
Like the first one was bad. Let me try a couple more to make sure.
Well, I used to work a lot with volunteers over there, and when they came, I always try to encourage them to eat them. So they'd say, well, if you eat one, I'll eat one. So I ate one.
No, okay.
My wife, who's Filipino, absolutely loves them. I don't understand, but oh well. It's a delicacy over there. Anyway, basilisk eggs. What are we going to do with these guys? You want to take him, Titus? It sounds like.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what we would use them for, but if we put them in a bag, we'll be safe, and we can decide if we want to smash them later. If I'm the only one, then we can smash them now, but...
We'll point out that they're about 3 feet tall, these eggs. They're not small.
Oh.
Morpheus is going to say, why smash? Keep or leave?
I hear ya. Well, they probably would die without their parents.
No, you live in the area. This is more your home. It affects you more. I'm nomad.
I don't know. Does anyone know anything about basilisks? Would they survive without their parents?
Oh, quiet. I'm praying.
Damn it. Forgot Helios. I was like, why is Helios like with his super smart intellect doing shit?
He's proficient in history, but he's praying right now.
I know. I didn't realize that. Damn.
I'll say with a 10, you know, that, you know, eggs need the help of their parental figures. So they will die if you leave them here. Presuming no more basilisks come. Or, you know, as you called the basilisk in the cave. So
I personally have no opinion on the matter, but if we leave them, they will die. So act accordingly. I don't really care.
All right. Well,
Yep, I say take.
Well, they're very large. We could probably take one unless we each want to carry one.
Horse ladies. How much can Calliope's a horse? As a large horse, how much can she reliably carry?
She could easily carry.
Because it's
the
like your
eggs.
size and whatnot.
Yeah, she could easily.
Okay. Let's take them, and it seems cruel, but I mean they're eggs, so they don't have a consciousness, right? We perhaps could sell them to alchemists.
Things die to live, others to live. It's fine. Bring.
He handled the other ones well with some inexperience there. I'm sorry, Theodosus. I saw you cutting out their eyes. It looked really nasty.
It's not as easy as it looks, just saying.
All right, I think we're taking them then.
Who's
Morpheus,
picking
I'm
them up?
going to raise Morpheus' hands. Yes, if you want raising of hands, yeah, as Morpheus says.
So each one of us are going to take one, or how many are we going to take? We're taking all of them.
How many are there?
We can get them on Calliope. Malcolm said. Malcolm,
Yep.
we can take
6.
all of Calliope's. We know with their size, no problem.
Okay, I got it.
So Zamek, it's you're kind of since you're the tiebreaker. It sounds like because we have one who doesn't care, and then I don't know actually. Eric, are you saying yes or no?
Saying yes.
Oh yeah, we're good then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're real.
I'm good with it. Take 'em. Let's take them.
Who's taking them?
Uh-oh. Well, we said that the Calliope was going to carry them, but that didn't necessarily say who was actually picking them out of the nest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we randomly roll for it, guys?
Sure.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Titus was the one that was like, "Yeah, let's take them."
I was too. If you guys don't want to touch it, I'll be the one who does it because I was. He hedged and hawed, and I'm like, go. So I'll take it. Yeah, I'm the one who's gonna reach first for the first
Alright.
one, and we're all gonna help each other because I'm not that strong. So I'll go for the first one, and I'll be up there if there's something to happen.
Make me
Oh,
an
and
acrobatics.
I think just for Titus, I think it's been a minute past combat, so he's no longer poisoned. Since that spell was, if you got
Oh, yeah.
poisoned, it was a straight minute.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm feeling much better now.
So,
my
Morpheus
God.
is picking up acrobatics. You managed, surprisingly, the shell of these eggs are very, very delicate. It's almost like you're picking up a bag of soup or something like this. But the first one you carefully hold up very delicately and you put it on Calliope. Successfully transferred one of the eggs. Turns out, you probably get some money for them, but just taking care of them is going to be hard.
Oh, so we're bringing my Calliope. She's not here, guys. Do we want to do that, or do we want to pass? Because that's not really fair with having Basilisk's honor if we roll in numbers and we're going back to town. That's gonna suck. As out of character, she's not here, and that's kind of messed up.
Sure.
What do you, Malcolm? How do you feel about that? We're doing something to another character who's not here. I don't want to be. That sounds kind of messed up. Did we just say she's not involved in taking him and we are?
Well, can say she takes him, but she'll whatever ill effects, like maybe the egg will fall off and land on Morpheus's head, something like that. Because it does make a sense story-wise for Calliope to carry them, so I'm okay with that.
You also remember she has Helios on her back since he's stuck praying.
Well, yeah.
You're here, man. But I will. Can you nod as a player that you're okay with that? Okay.
There we go.
Cool. Or just say it's Doug. You can talk to us, man. Come on.
No, I'm just saying, keep in mind, she might not be able to fit all eggs because I'm taking a spot on her back.
Well, she has pouches. Okay, we'll say you transfer to her saddlebags, I guess would be the correct one, and one of them's been transported successfully to her bag. If you want to keep moving them, Morpheus, keep on making me, 5 more acrobatics checks.
Do we all want to share this now, just so we can all roll, guys? Because Morpheus wouldn't be doing it by himself. We're all agreed. So there's how many eggs are there?
6.
All right, I got the. We each do two, so I'll do another. Or do you guys? We each do them one at a time. That'd be funner, just to see how long it takes for us to fail.
Could I do athletics instead of acrobatics?
No, this is not strength based. It's as being delicate based. So no, not athletics. Titus, though, you do well.
Hard. This is hard.
All right, so Zamek has to go. Okay.
Oh, Zamek.
Oh,
Splat. You're down one egg.
Oh,
no,
okay, nothing
He
bad.
he rolled. I don't know what your plus is. But you rolled athletics. It should be acrobatics. So what's your plus for acrobatics?
Oh, that's true.
oh, I wrote. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, acrobatics is +5.
So that would be
11.
11? Ah, no.
Still splat.
Worth a shot.
Still splashes.
Somebody
Alright.
go. Somebody
guys.
cast firebolt and make an omelet.
While I'm opposed to this, I will go with the group. I will try and
Okay.
delicately take one of these. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Hold steady. 25. Yeah, I got it. I will point out that you rolled a 5 on the dice.
What? There's something going on now. I know. That's 38. Yeah, I rolled the 14 for the next one.
Yeah, Morpheus, nope. You drop another one. So I think we have 4 eggs left. Morpheus dropped 1, Zamek dropped 1. The DC was 15, by the way, so yep. Yeah, 4 basilisk eggs gently nestled in the saddlebags of Calliope.
Very good.
Well, guys, this is good. We got rid of the basilisks. Can't help but point out, the sacrifice is coming up. There's 2 people. We got Titus as 1. Who's the other one?
Was it you, Morpheus?
Yeah, I volunteered for it, and Helios can do it, but he's praying, so that's not really fair to volunteer him. So yeah, I'm in.
Well, hopefully it'll be just a unpleasant night chained to the thing and not really being attacked. But I guess we'll find out.
I like to, as we leave, do a survivor check to see if there are more tracks elsewhere, or how many tracks I would see, if there's other kinds, or if there's more tracks than 4 basilisks. They have like 8 legs. That's crazy to know.
Morpheus, that is a good idea. I am skilled in survival, and let me assist you in that.
I'll assist you. Go for it.
Okay.
I would more mention it, and you'd start looking, and then I'd follow you around like a little dummy.
Oh, it's advantage though, right?
You're not sure. I mean, these basilisks have lots of legs, and there was 4 of them. There's tracks everywhere. You're not sure, Titus. You might have killed them, or you might not have. You don't know.
Okay. So is it tonight or tomorrow morning that we have to be out there?
This is a free day, if you want to think of it this way, and you set off kind of first thing in the morning. So by the time you get back, it'll be 3 p.m. You could rest up, and then the following evening is when the sacrifice will happen.
Oh, okay. So we could stay here for a while, and we could stay here for a few hours, right? I mean, if they're out hunting or something, they're bound to be back. Or we just do a short rest here. What do you say, friends?
That's fine. Did we not find anything else in this cave?
Apart from the eggs, no.
Do we want to risk potentially more of them being here? Do we want to go out somewhere else and rest?
I mean, so we have the rest of the day, and then we have all morning, all the next morning, and then that night we have to go to the rock. So we could come back too. We don't have to stay here. We could come back, or we could continue looking again, like take a rest back to the castle and come out, or somewhere safe here, and then go out. Yeah. I mean, if you guys want, yeah, we have plenty of time. go until night and then head back home and then rest up that night so we're ready to go for the big fight, or even look the next day. I mean, yeah.
I like it.
I mean, you got done. Theodos is great. Good idea. To not stay here. We have more time.
Where are you staying then? I'm a bit confused. I was doing things in the
How
background.
far are we away from the castle where he lives? We're
4 hours. You could easily get back there before nightfall if that's what you want.
So that's a lot of back and forth if we're going to come back here.
I say we go back to town, rest. Let's deal with what we promised we would do, and we can come back after all that is settled. Since we know that the monsters aren't going to come back while you're tied up.
Promise what we were going to do. What do you mean, my friend?
You were going to take the place of the sacrifice?
Oh yes, but that's why I wanted to make sure there are none left here, because otherwise it will be just Morpheus and I facing them.
Well, I think we're assuming no. It's hard to tell, but
I know, we can't tell. Morpheus, what do you think? Should
back to town and think if we should come look for more. We have time if need. But we must be rested. You and me must be 100 ready.
Okay, do it then.
So back to town? Yep, okay. So leaving the cave of the Minotaurs behind, you head back to the bustling metropolis of Estoria. You enter via the south gate. So the north gate, sorry. And as you cross the bridge to get back into town, you see a dwarf there, kind of the stereotypical dwarf, big red beard, braided beautifully. The hair is kind of hanging loose behind him. And he's got a battle axe behind him. And he says, I've been waiting for you. My name is Bronick Goldenbranch. I was wondering if I might have a quick word with you.
Sure.
Well, it'd be rude to me to ask you this out here in the open of the streets. I just wanted to catch you. Perhaps we could go to the Dragon's Tooth and the first round's on me. How does that sound?
Well, can you give us a little insight onto what this is about?
Well, I heard the rumors around that you're looking to head to the Mithril Mines. Let's just say me and my kind have got a lot of history there.
Okay, to the Dragon's Tooth then.
Right, and as I said, the first round's on me. So follow this dwarf into the Dragon's Tooth. The Dragon's Tooth is very much the central social place for... my sound thingamajig's crashed. Oh, no, it's all happening at once. There we go. So you head into the Dragon's Tooth. It's a very social area. And, yeah, nice, pleasant inn. And this dwarf sits you down and says, well, as I said, my name is Bronick Goldenbranch. And let me just say, first of all, I've appreciated all you've done for the city about, various things. The legend of your group is growing. So I appreciate everything you've done. So yeah, you have my thanks.
Of course. I am curious on how you found out about us wanting to find the Mithril Forge.
Well, let's just say that I am, ever since Vulcan, the Dwarven Smith, the greatest smith I've ever known, he was excited to learn about possibly the opening of the mines. So it's been the talk of the town. I mean, the mines have been closed for nigh on 500 years. But if it was to be relit, my goodness, what a mighty day that'll be.
Very nice. So, so go on. What you said you know where the Mithril Forge is?
Well, I do know where the Mithril Forge is. I'm more than happy to point it out for you. I would be surprised if Vulcan himself didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he did tell us. Oh, he did. That's right. I'm sorry. Eric forgot. I'm sure Titus would not have forgotten.
Oh, yes, I can show you on the big map. It's not that far away. There we go. You see you there in Astoria and Mithril Mines. No, not that far away. All right. So the Mithril Mines. Me and my ancestors, we mined it for hundreds of years. Found rich veins of mithril. But unfortunately, when the first war started, the Mithril Mines, there were great battles there. And many of my ancestors and many of my kin fell during those battles. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, it was all in vain. My ancestors fell, and their corpses still remain in the Mithril Mines. So what I'm hoping to do is, if you'd be so kind, when you're there, if you find any dwarven skulls, if you could please bring them back to me and we can give them a proper burial. Dwarven tradition, or at least my clan's tradition, says we don't need the entire body. So just the skulls will be fine, and we're more than happy to pay you 10 gold pieces for every skull that you bring back. What do you say?
I'm happy to help. We'll bring back any dwarven skulls that I find.
You do me a great honor. I thank you. You know, I promised a drink on the house. Let me go get some ale. And he heads off.
Malcolm?
Yes.
I would just like to do an insight to see if there's an ulterior motive.
So what's your order? An 18.
18.
You get a good vibe from him. I mean, maybe those historians around you, if they weren't so maniacally praying, would have pointed out that the story does ring true. There was a war there, a great battle there. So it rings true for you, Theodosius. You trust the guy. Okay. And we'll say Theodosius and Hilius. Both throw me a d20. Wait, no, is it a d20?
Nope.
Sorry, a d8. Sorry, a d8.
D8. Okay.
Okay.
Trey.
Okay, so as you're just waiting for Bronick to come back with the ales, you listen to a table just chatting next to you. And you hear a rumor that the Order of Sidon has demanded the destruction of the Temple of the Five in Mitros. You want to talk to them some more, or just sit with that rumor?
Quiet over there. I'm praying.
Can you say that again, Malcolm?
Yes, sure. So the Order of Sidon, the Titan who's sworn to destroy the entire world, the Order of Sidon, like his followers, have demanded the destruction of the Temple of Five in the town of Mitros. Now, you'd all know this, but Mitros is the big bustling metropolis. It's to Thailia what Tokyo is to Japan, that type of thing. Big city.
Like they keep on coming up with these demands. I mean, it seems very wrong. We need to. We need to move more quickly on our quests because we cannot just stand by and let these titans demand ridiculous things like destroying the Temple of the Five. It's like what I think they're just making this stuff as they go to disrupt our lives.
Agreed.
Those proficient in history could make a history check. Helios is...
I mean, yeah, Helios is stuck praying.
Theodosius, you've heard about Mitros, and I think actually Titus would have heard this as well, just without even rolling. Mitros, the city, in terms of religious worship, is very much on a knife edge. Half the city has sworn allegiance to the five gods, and the other half of the city has either pledged allegiance to Letheria, the mistress of dreams, or Sidon, the lord of the storms. So it's very much on a political edge. The fact that the Order of Sidon has demanded the destruction of the Temple of Five would very much upset half the population. The other half are probably for it. So there's background politics behind the scenes there as well. The other thing that you overhear while you're waiting for the dwarf to come back, King Achistus, always struggle to say that, King Achistus of Mitros has fulfilled his promise to revive the Dragon Lords of old, and several farmers claim to have seen dragons flying overhead. Yeah, that last one kind of concerns me a little bit. I mean, from what Versi said, and it's kind of written between the lines, but, you know, I heard some of the prophecies she made. I was kind of thinking you guys were the Dragon Lords. Well, not yet, but maybe one day. If the prophecy is true, and now King Achistus has got dragons? We haven't seen dragons around these parts for years. What do you guys think?
We should probably investigate that. But we do have other matters to attend to here. And then perhaps we make our way to...
Yeah, I agree. Just something to keep in mind, like dragons? Dragon Lords? Once again, guys, I think that's you. Anyway, time will tell.
Let's focus on fulfilling this first obligation.
All right.
Sacrifice and go from there.
Bronnick comes back with the ales as promised, hands you all an ale, and he thanks you for promising to retrieve the skulls of his ancestors so he can give them a fair burial. And yeah, if there's anything else you'd like to do, let me know. It's getting towards the end of the day now.
Was there, Brannick, was there anything else that you wanted to share or ask of us? Or was it just about I suppose, your brethren?
Well, it's been a great stain on my family, that the fact that not only we lost the mithril mines, but we didn't even get our ancestors back. It has consumed my clan for generations now. And if the rumors about you are even half true, then maybe you are the people to fire up the mithril mines again. That's all I've thunk about for my entire life, to be honest.
We'll do our best. I've got, I got something that I would like to ask you. We came upon some basilisk eggs, and they would die if we left them. So we took them with us, and we're just wondering if there's an alchemist or someone that might be able to put them to good use.
I might have a few contacts. Tell you what, let me buy another round of drinks, and I'll be back within the hour. Buys you another drink. Heads off. You guys just gonna wait for the hour? Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, well, so would you guys, so what's the plan? Are we just going to stay here and rest and forget about the basilisk lair?
We don't know if there's another one, but like, I mean, let's rest and see when the morning how the morning starts, and then if we have time, yes, we can go out. I think it's all rest, and I need to. I'll take care of party loot this week. Morpheus is going to use some money for some spells, or for a spell. So Morpheus will say, "Let's rest the night. Morning comes, see what brings."
Okay, very good. It sounds like we're waiting the hour and then we'll get some rest.
Okay, Brannock comes back. And Jeff, welcome back. Why don't you roll me a d20 for me? Higher the better.
Okay, that's a tough one for me, but I will give it a try. All right. D20.
And Brannock comes back and says, well, I found a buyer for your eggs. He's prepared to pay you 750 gold pieces for the 4 that you have.
Do we know what the value of these things are? Is it like that's a good deal? It's low. It's average, or
I see you have no idea. None of you are particularly have an alchemy bent, so no idea. Look, I'm not gonna do you wrong. Don't worry about it. I think that's a reasonable deal.
is he saying it to me or is he saying it to the group?
So your hesitancy. So it's
Yeah.
a reasonable
So
deal.
I look over at Titus and I say, "Hey, Titus, did you hear this offer?"
I'm sorry, which offer are you referring to, my friend?
This fellow here has offered us 750 gold pieces for the 4 eggs.
Wow, well, we don't have any other offers.
Morpheus will say, eggs like that quite valuable to certain evil creatures. The sooner we get rid of, the better.
Look, since you've
And
All right,
Morpheus is like, more money than I have ever heard of.
I look over at the fellow and I go, "It sounds like we're in agreement. 750 sounds like a good deal."
all right.
Many evil creatures covet things like that for spells and brews.
Well, the guy is an alchemist. I'm assuming he'll be dissecting the eggs and studying them. But look, since you've promised to give me the skulls from the mithril mines, I will point out something for you. Estor is a decent place to live. I would suggest that you could get a lot more if you took them to Mitros. But then you'd have to take them from Mitros, and what I fear about basilisk eggs, transporting them is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I think under the circumstances, we should just offload them now. What say you, friends?
I'm down with that.
All right. What does that mean, friend?
I agree. Just agree.
Oh, as an agreement, Grant. My apologies.
Yeah, I know. Want eggs with us along.
Okay, consider yourself down 4 basilisk eggs and up 750 gold pieces.
A piece, so that's 3,000.
Nope, 750 for the lot.
Oh, I thought it was 750 for each.
Nope.
Nice try, Dane.
750 for the batch of 4. Maybe it rolled a little bit higher, Jeff. It could have gone up to all the way up to 1,500. If it rolled lower, it could have gone down to 300. So,
Malcolm, I'm the low rolling guy. You need to roll. Titus needs to roll the high.
Hey man, that's above average, dude. That's great.
You think I don't know?
I mean, that's above average, man. 13 is high for is on average good for that, man. That's good. A good roll.
Yep. Could have been a lot worse. I had a character die in a recent campaign that Doug was a part of, and she rolled a natural one for her death save. And someone used an inspiration, and she kept on rolling less
It was
than
me.
10. Oh, yeah, it was messy. So 13.
Yep.
Consider the bad luck that this character had, and she died. And yeah, but Doug's character
she's
sacrificed
alive.
his character, so her
Oh.
character would live. So
Mm-hmm.
very cool.
Also,
piece
we
of
have
background.
6 jewels worth 25 each. By the way, guys, can we sell those?
You know what? Just to make it, as opposed to going on a shopping mission and role-playing the whole thing out, what we'll do from that is have somebody make a persuasion check. And a new rule I'm going to implement. If you want to help someone with persuasion, you need to be proficient in persuasion. So I guess the first question, is anybody proficient in persuasion?
Yeah, I'm stuck praying though.
Morpheus is too.
Not. I got a +4.
But you're not proficient?
No. Nope.
So it sounds like Morpheus, and so Morpheus could help Helios if Helios wasn't constantly praying. So Morpheus, make me a persuasion roll, and this will determine how much you can get for those jewels. You get face value. Whatever I said in the text, you can just convert that to gold pieces. So is it 6 lots of 25? So what's that, 150?
Yeah.
Okay, so feel free to add 150 GP to your loot.
We have 1,160 gold, guys. If anyone wants anything or needs anything.
I'll have a question before of Malcolm. Would I be able to find splint mail in town that would fit me?
Yes. You can get that from Vulcan. And I'm going to say, since Vulcan gave you a bit of a hard time last time, he's going to give you a discount on it. So splint mail, just looking up, it's going to be a discount on whatever the player's handbook says.
It should be 200 from Player's Handbook.
Are you looking for scale mail? Scale mail?
No,
Oh,
splint.
Splint. He'll sell it to you for 150.
Ooh.
A good deal for my grandson.
Thank you, grandfather. Would you like, I don't know, do you have any use for some used chain mail? It's in pretty good condition still.
It's a little bit dented and bloody in places, but sure, I'll take it off your hands. Let's see, I'll give you 30 gold pieces back for that.
That sounds great. Let me check my account real quick. 120 for Titus. I'm good for it, friends.
I've already done all the math, so we have what we have left after selling and buying stuff.
Now, lad,
Right, thank you.
might I suggest you have a helmet? What little precious brains you have in your head is probably worth protecting.
Sure. You have one that will fit my mane?
I can fashion something for you. And he quickly bangs out a fairly simple helmet that'll fit over top of your head. Gotta protect the weak parts of your body, am I not wrong?
Yes, this is great. Thank you.
And Jimmy, you're after some studded leather armor?
Yeah, I could use a little bump in my AC.
Sure. We'll say we'll sell it to you. Normally 45, we'll sell it to you for 40.
All right. Math done. You're good.
And then, was it half price or regular price for the armor I've already got?
Yeah, just half it for your used armor.
Okay, so five gold.
Yes. for
I
the
took
leather
10
armor.
gold. I took 10 gold out for my spell components. So 5 familiar.
Okay. So unless there's any other errands, we can call it a night, and you guys can take a long rest. Is everybody good?
Yeah, and I'll cast Find Familiar on a long rest. It's an hour spell.
Sure.
To keep it back.
Okay, no problem. So you head back to the king's castle, and he is resting up as you do. A little bit of buzz around as the sacrifice is to happen the next evening. So take your long rest. Long rest your characters up. Adjust spells as you see appropriate. Oh, and good
How's
news,
Hilius in the morning?
he is no longer incessantly praying.
Oh,
All right. Well done.
If you remember, take notes of this. Hilius, you rolled a 4 on your D10, so you had 40 hours of madness.
oh.
I'd like to point out that Titus...
I was thinking it was days.
No, it's hours. I mean, Titus rolled the worst. Titus rolled a natural 10, so he had 100 hours of madness. But fortunately, Estor managed to sort him out.
Malcolm, is it too late for me to buy studded leather armor?
Nope, not at all.
Awesome.
So,
I will upgrade. Thank you.
and are you selling your leather armor?
Yes, I will sell that. And
So if you deduct 35 gold pieces for that transaction, that'll remove your leather armor and get your studded leather armor. So 35 net.
nice.
I'm on it. We still have over 1,000. I had to add the gems in, so we're like 1,120.
Come play D&D, they said. It'll be fun. Oh, accounting of inches. Yay! Math.
You know, I love it. It's old D&D when you can get to do number crunching. It's so crunchy, and I miss that.
Oh, yeah, and the old character sheets, and where the hit points was, you'd erase your hit points and write them in, and before long, the hit point box would be just a smear of grey.
Yeah.
Those were the
I miss
days.
those crunchy days, and also everything was more numbered. I miss that kind of stuff sometimes, but then it's much easier this way.
Did you ever have the dice that came in the sets which you had to put the wax on to put the numbers in?
Yep. Yep.
That's super old school.
The red
now.
rock, yeah. And after like a couple of years, the plastic was so malleable, they would just be all worn. If you just use them, just not even a lot, just use them a little bit. Yeah.
Good times. Okay, so morning comes. There's a bit of a buzz around in the city. What do you guys wish to do with your remaining time before the sacrifice?
Oh, friends, I feel so much better now.
Day of sacrifice.
Oh, who's sacrificing?
Titus, your sister. Yeah, I'll point to Titus, like to you. You and your sister took great places. Took me with you. And he giggles.
Oh, well, friends, Morpheus, if you don't want to go, I might have a certain ability that could allow us to have an edge during this sacrifice.
Orpheus is I am doomed to die, but maybe not today. So it's if you wish to take place, only one of us has to join Titus. I don't mind, but if you have plan.
Well, I can possibly mold the earth around us to give us some cover, depending on what comes.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm looking at those control spells. I love them. Yes. Oh, that's good. Titus, how do you feel? And I'll pat him on the shoulder because Morpheus likes you ever since you saved him with Featherfall. He just thinks you're misguided, but he likes you. He's like, good to have you back, friend.
Oh, thank you. And if you guys are, this is how I changed cantrips, by the way. Once per long rest, I can change a cantrip.
Does anyone, Kira, do you remember? I mean, is it possible that the person on the rock can cast a spell without causing it to break the?
Yep, that is perfectly fine. The
Excellent.
conditions are you need to enter onto the island, wearing a sacrificial robe. Can't take weapons, can't take shields, nothing like that. The only complication would be if your magic requires any type of material components, you wouldn't be allowed to take that on.
Okay, that's good. Thanks for the refresher.
No
And
problem.
how does that, Hilius, does that affect what you plan to do?
Well, I just know this in my mind. But if possible, if I could have a book to make it look like a prayer book, that would help us even more, since technically they wouldn't know a book as a weapon.
No, that'd be not acceptable. Literally, your robes, and that is literally it. A book would invalidate the sacrifice.
Robes and nothing else, my friends.
Yeah, I wanted to like put the Eye of Newt in my mouth because I have a spell for that, and then try to spit it in my hand during it. But I'm like, no, I can't even have my familiar. He ain't gonna. That's not gonna float. That sucks. Does Earthquake? Does that require a component?
No, it's somatic. It's a cantrip, so I know it in my mind, so I don't have to have my spellbook with me.
Yeah, that'll be perfectly acceptable. Yeah, as long as you don't, as I said, no material components. Literally, take on a robe and that's it. And the robe, quite frankly, is there for modesty reasons only.
Elias, if you think your plan work, no problem.
I think my plan will work. I can change the ground of the stone to dirt, and then I can excavate the dirt around it to give us some cover.
I could make monsters glow, and I could shoot power from others. Eldritch Blast, he's basically saying, and then make creatures glow. It's all I can do. So if you think you can do more and be more, then yes.
You could probably do more damage, but I think I can provide cover. Titus, you make the decision on who you would like to assist you. Muted.
Oh, Zamek? You're gonna take Zamek? Okay. Yeah, Zamek, good idea. Take Zamek.
Yeah, you're muted, Titus, if it's not obvious. Titus, unmute yourself.
Muted, Titus.
Man, I was like, had a story.
I seen you like going back and forth.
I was going to say that you guys should decide. I cannot make that decision for you.
No. We defense or safety or power or more power possibly. You decide what you think. Your life just as much at risk.
Well, Helios, do you have something that could damage them? Because I think that is, especially if I'm out of commission, then you would be.
Yes, I have a couple things that can do damage, and if they're close, possibly stop them from attacking if we were to move away from them. But I don't think my damage is as impactful as Morpheus here.
I have few tricks, but one powerful but few tricks. You have more tricks in defense. You decide.
This is very difficult. Well, hopefully there won't be anything. It will be a very boring evening.
I forget, did we decide that my psychic blades would be breaking the rules?
Do they require cement material components?
Nope.
No, they just happen as part of an attack.
So if he punches, you can use the psychic blades.
I can.
Mm-hmm. They just manifest. As long as his hands are free as part of an attack, the blade will manifest, and the second attack for bonus action will manifest if his second hand's free.
Yeah.
Theodosis, are you in on this? I mean, best we could do. What do you think?
I think, I mean, we discussed it. I could do it, but I think you wanted some backup spells.
Okay.
The Eldritch Blast or something, I think, was what you.
Yeah. Helios, not Helios. Helios and I, the ones to choose from. Titus, what say you? Your strength, our magic. You pick. What complements you the best?
This is a tough decision, but I've seen you blast things, Morpheus, with your Eldritch Blast, and I think one, if you can start blasting them at range, perhaps they'll be weakened before they even get to us.
You and
That
I.
would be my preference.
I would be proud to share my doom with you.
I hope it is not doom, but I'll be right there with you, my friend.
And then I'm going to say to Kyra, I can also, just through myself, teleport short distances and out of chains and stuff. Would that be breaking any rules?
You got to remain on the rock of Estor.
But we are chained. I can come out of my chains.
Yeah, as I said, the only criteria is you got to remain on the rock. I mean,
So
otherwise,
I can be free and.
Yeah, otherwise sacrifice, would swim away to the shore, which is obviously against the whole spirit of the thing. But if you could teleport yourself out of your shackles, I see no problem with that.
We might live. You might take my doom. Good to go.
What happens if we get knocked in the water by the creatures? Is that we fail?
Doggy paddle.
Yeah, I think try and get back to the rock is the thing. But, these are mindless creatures who are presumably just out for a meal. I don't care about the rules. But, yeah. So they drag you off or you're probably dead anyway. But, yeah, do your best to stay on the island.
Fair enough.
All right. Did you make a decision? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Morpheus and Titus are going
Morpheus
to.
and
Titus is going to share my doom, Morpheus's doom.
I got it.
Yep.
Is there anything else you wish to do to prepare during the day? Or should we just fast forward to the sacrifice?
I'm going to have Akima be invisible and post up down the river from where anything would come to us, so she could give me a heads up. I'm not leaving the rock, and my creature's just watching, and I can communicate with it. So.
Okay.
What about? We were talking about getting the temporary hit points from Callie's aura. It wouldn't. Once we have them, it wouldn't show.
Yeah, she's blessing us. She's reaching out to her God and blessing us before for help. Yes, that'd be. I like Horse Lady's blessing.
Well, she's more than happy to bless you, but it only lasts for 1 minute.
No, her thing lasts for like a whole day. Her
Yeah, we're talking about
the aura.
temporary hit point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the actual bless spell, sure. So I'm just looking at her spell sheet now.
It's her channel divinity.
There it is. Yeah, she could pray, like it's like praying basically, giving us power from her divine God to help to protect us. Yeah, we did talk about that.
So there it is. That's her channel divinity.
1 minute.
1 minute. But the temporary hit points typically last forever.
Yeah, they last 24 hours. Yep.
All hit points are temporary hit points.
Yes, they are.
That's fair. I'll tell you how we'll do this. So it lasts for a minute. Both of you roll 60-10, and hopefully there's a 6 in one of those. Eric and Daniel. 10d6. Just to make sure you get maximum temporary hit points from her.
Oh, Okay. Let's see here.
So there you go. There's
10,
1/6 Morpheus. So you get
15,
9 temporary hit points. Yeah, you both get 9 temporary hit points. Daniel was
Nice.
running a fine line there, but yep, 9 temporary hit points, which will last
You
him, or is it a long rest?
I think it's 24 hours, or you until you lose them. Yeah.
Okay, plenty of time then. We'll time it
The
so that it'll
fact that
last
you,
throughout the night, so you won't lose them as they expire during the night. So that's easy enough to do.
I have a feeling we're going to need them, my friend. We will see.
We killed those monsters good. I bet you 1 copper piece that we live through the night.
You're on.
So you make preparations. Calliope is more than happy to do her Twilight Sanctuary on you. So you have 9 temporary hit points, which is by no means trivial at these levels. And you make your way down to the Rock of Estor. As you go, get you on the map in just a second, but as you head down the path, there's lots of people there, lots of families, lots of daughters, lots of sons, lots of husbands, lots of wives, and Nora is there as well. And as you walk down, people are throwing like petals, not necessarily from roses, but petals at the feet of both Morpheus and Titus. And as you go down this procession, it's quite somber. People know that this is a big sacrifice that not only Helios is making, well, not only Titus is making, but Helios does it as well. And as you approach Nora looks at you in the eye, Titus, and says, "Oh, Titus, I barely know you, but you are my half brother. I need to know why you're doing this. I was more than happy to do it. Why sacrifice your life?"
It would break our father if you passed, and well, I might have a chance. We were able to get agreement to have 2 of us on the rock, and well, our goal is to survive the night. So perhaps no one will pass.
You know your father's heart will be broken if you pass away, right? I know you've only just met, but you're his son.
Yes, but I think that there's a chance that we will survive. And
And
not saying that you wouldn't have the ability to survive, but it seemed like you were ready to just let it happen, and I could not stand for that.
well, I think a fighter I am not. Um, but blessings of the five upon you, Titus. I will be praying for you from the sides.
Thank you, sister.
Okay.
It make a lot of sense. Why do we do this? I'll say to Titus. She make good point. Your father be hurt either way.
Yes. I do not plan on dying tonight,
Good.
Morpheus, nor letting you die.
Good. Fire in your belly. Good. Let us go. All right. And then I'll have, like I said, Akima within 100 feet away from me, down where the monsters would be coming from, wherever the water is flowing in from, to keep an eye.
Up here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Kara comes up to Titus and Morpheus and says, "Well, guys, it is time. I have these robes for you. Feel free to put them on somewhere in modesty if you like. But all armor or weapons or spell components, you need to get rid of them."
I'm so free. I'm just gonna do it right here.
You're gonna Morpheus is gonna look at you and just like, yes, and he's gonna go find a little place somewhere because he's, he's got like he's hunched over and he's not like gonna rip his clothes off as a little hunch guy and in front of Titus, Mr. Muscles. He's gonna go, somewhere else and do that.
Yeah, you guys. Several fair maidens
Kira.
swoon at the sight of Titus. And
Oh
the-
my God, Thor. Yeah.
Yes. Kira, would it
Yeah.
be against the rules if I was the one to make sure their shackles were secured?
I think make a persuasion check, Elias.
Can I assist him? Because I am. Because it's gonna be rare to get that now.
Are you proficient in persuasion?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alias, go again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Yeah, listen to Theodosis. Let's not push the rules. People trust me, so I'll just do it if that's okay, Elias.
May Lutheria be with you.
Why did you have to ruin a nice moment like that?
I know you mean well.
My name is Kyra. Is named after Kyra, and you just say the blessings of the enemy of Kyra? I'll never understand you, Helios. Anyway, Morpheus,
well.
Titus, grab my hand. And he wades through the water with you. Gets up to about chest height, so a little bit hard going, but not too bad. She takes one leg around the ankle of Morpheus, chains him to the central post, chains Titus to the same central post, gives Titus a big hug and says, "You got this, Titus. I believe in you."
Thank you, Kira.
And Morpheus, I'm not sure if you're the hugging type, but I'd like to hug you as well.
Morpheus has hugged her before, but he was uncomfortable, and he was, but he's like,
So it's
but
like
he kind of likes it. He kind of likes it because he's never been hugged before. But he goes for he like hugs her, but you can tell he's awkward at it. But he kind of likes it because he's never really been hugged.
I think you need a lot more of those, Morpheus. I'll be praying for you guys. And then she goes back and wades through the water and waits. I assume the rest of you are here just to observe. I mean, I've put the major players on here. Commander Gaius is up here from the Order of Sidon. And the King, Anora, Kyra, of course. But there's many more people here watching this than just the tokens I have.
And we're outside the city, right?
I know you're right in the city. Let me show you on the
Okay.
city map. Yeah, this is a rock of Python, a rock of Estor down there.
Okay. Still in the city, gotcha.
Still very much in the city
And,
proper.
I have 120 range with Eldritch Blast, and Akeem has helped me see further. So, just as a heads up to you, if that changes anything or how you want to roll a DM it, or it's
Sure.
just letting you know the stuff.
And I'd like to test the chains as soon as just not try to break into. Well, do we know if everyone's going to be out there watching the whole time?
There's a crowd gathered.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna definitely test the chains as soon as I'm see
Okay.
see if I can gauge how difficult it would be to break free.
Sure. So make me are you trying to break it, or are you trying to work out if you could break it?
I'm gonna try to work out if I can break it.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Don't know. They do look.
Well,
Say they do look
I
pretty
guess I'll
secure.
find out.
You gonna try?
Well, I guess that's not against the rules, right? No. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay, Hulk up. Make me an athletics check.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, that was embarrassing. Was there any movement at all?
No,
No.
they're pretty
Okay.
secure.
Okay.
I mean, you
I'm
do
having a
have...
visual of like you being tied up and King Kong's coming, but it looks very much like the Hawaiian Islands, so it's much more tropical and happy. So this is all good stuff.
Even with the chain, though, you have full motion on the island. You can access any part of this rock here that you wanted to. So you're not
I did
tied
not
to
know
this
that.
place. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I could actually move my arms and all that.
Yeah. But you technically couldn't go there with a chain.
Okay.
So you can stay on any of the...
Well, that changes things. I'm thinking, oh, well, this is going to be hard to fight.
Malcolm,
Yes.
is it against the rules if I have Hypno circle around the top of them, since people will think it's just like an owl circling?
Well, I don't know. You've been given advice about these topics, and now this is a decision you're making on the island. So, I mean, what else is there to say other than...
You can certainly try.
Interesting, because none of them have seen the owl but you guys. All right.
Remember your decision, whatever
We're
decision
not gonna
you
risk it.
make, impacts all of us.
Not gonna
We're
risk
bound
it.
by this.
Yeah, we're good. Like Jimmy said, man, we're good. We're set up. Yeah, we're good. I don't want to die, but we're good.
One other question I have, Malcolm, is the chain. There's enough slack that I could use as a weapon, like to wrap around something's neck?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'll say it's
And-
a 15-foot chain.
Okay. And well, it might not matter. I was going to say my unarmed attack, because I have claws, is 1d4 plus my strength.
Mhm.
Would the chain do more or less, or do I have no idea?
I'll say no difference to you, but if Morpheus were to wrap his hands in chains, and he could bump it up to a D4.
Oh, okay. That could make a difference. That could make a difference. Yes.
Thank you. If he gets in close, maybe. I hope not. He's not as big as you are, so yeah.
Yes.
An hour goes by. No signs of any monsters. No signs of any things that's about to eat you. If you'd like another try to break the chains, you're more than welcome to, Titus. Make another athletics check for me.
I'm going to do that.
Oh!
That's better.
Snap! You snap it right off. Do you wish to snap it from your ankles or from the post?
Well, that depends. I was going to ask if I actually had a chain, like as a weapon now, a free chain. Would that make a difference in the damage?
Like a whip, like range.
Like a whip, yeah.
Or something? Yeah, it's like a.
Ghost Rider.
Let's have a look.
I was thinking summon Belmont from Castlevania. Just, maybe you hit that rock and get a pork chop out of it, man.
Yeah, almost like a flail, if you will. A makeshift flail.
I'm going to say you could only really use it as a ranged weapon because you can't really whip someone right up in their face. But it'll do a d6 plus your strength to whip things with a chain.
Ooh,
You can
okay.
also wrap something up with it, like choke it or wrap it up,
Yeah.
bind it.
Okay. Well, that can make a difference. All right. Well, then in that case, I will use. So this is just one. I can break one chain with that roll. I'll break one from my hand, so I have that chain then.
Yeah, so say you break it from the base of the pole, so it's still attached to your foot, but you can, you can whip your chain back and forth.
Okay.
Like your mane. Whip your mane back and forth. Whip your mane back and forth.
Yeah, my daughter loves that song. It drives me crazy. At least they're over the baby shark phase. That's something to be thankful for. Okay, during...
We didn't roll hard.
What was that? Oh, Morpheus, during that hour that Titus is struggling with the chain, what are you doing?
I'm just looking through Akima's eyes occasionally and just like using her senses and whatnot.
Make your perception check for Akima. She hovers
Would it be
100
me
feet.
seeing through her, or would it be hers? I don't really. Which one would it be? You think?
I think hers.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say hers.
Okay. Perception. She's not in it, so perception is what kind of skill? Wisdom.
Wisdom,
She
I think?
gets a +1, so this +1.
Doesn't see anything swimming in the water. She's hovering around. Nothing. Those on land, you do see. When Captain Gaius, he's got a little chair out there with a little tent, and he's set up for the night. But you notice he's looking a little nervous. He came in cocky and sure, but now he's looking a little nervous. So make of that what you will. Yep.
I was Titus is thinking, maybe we did get them all.
Another
Doom
hour.
comes at all times.
Another hour goes by. Commander Gaius is looking more and more agitated. I mean, there's still 6 hours to go, but he's looking agitated.
Morpheus, would you like me to try to free you?
Better than being chained to a rock.
Mm.
I mean, where are we going to go? But still, it might be a weapon you can use. Have a whip and have another chain. 2 chains might be good.
And plus I'm bored, so I'm going to try to break you free.
At ankle, please, and then we have an extra chain close. Chain something to rock, or maybe you break again and have just chain.
Excellent. So Malcolm, if I may, I'd like to
sure.
like for every try to break that. Oop.
Nope.
Like how often can I try? Is like once per hour, or is basically I'm doing it for an hour, pulling at it and stuff.
Yeah,
or?
it takes a full hour to get it off, so once per hour. The good news is another hour passes by, and Gaius continues he's now pacing back and forth normally. He's shouting at friends. He's shouting at his let's say retinue, I think that's right. His retinue, like berating them for seemingly small offenses. He's getting more and more pissed off. And as the next hour goes by, Titus, you fail to break Morpheus free from the chain. Another hour goes by. Titus, you can try again. I got to give you this for that other one. 20 is the DC though. So you snap the chain, so you both got a large 15-foot chain attached to your feet.
Very.
I asked him to break it at my ankle. Can he do that instead?
Whichever one
that's
you
what
prefer.
I meant to do.
Whichever one you
Yeah,
prefer.
I don't want a chain.
Okay. I'm just whispering something to someone.
This is going to look through his eyes and see these things and say to Titus that there's those women. Are these the same women we saw before?
Yes.
In the snow.
Yes.
That those singing women are back, and I'll point to the direction where Akeem is showing it. If they're within range, I'd like to let off a blast of Eldritch Blast at them. I have, like I said, 120-foot range.
Okay.
Trying to scare them off, or hit them and scare them off by hitting them, so it's so far away.
Yeah, just a sec. Why is that coming up for me? Sorry, slight technical issue
Like-
here.
And then how many are there when your technical issues are done, sir?
3. Okay, technical issue resolved. Okay, so the river that you're on is quite windy, and these things are swooping down low to the water. You can get a shot off though before they arrive. But let's get organized and
Roll for initiative.
Okay, it's go time. Morpheus,
And
do
yeah.
this. I will go last.
well, maybe.
We'll see. No, you will not.
Or so you think.
Okay, let me just check.
I think this was a very inspirational thing we did to come out here too. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? Volunteering.
Very noble. Okay. So on the horizon, they just swoop around the corner, and you may get a blast on. Oh wait, Where did I send them? Ah, it's getting worse. Ah, there we go. Boom. So, the 3 harpies appear and just swooping down on them. And you hear the guy start clapping his hands. He's ecstatic that these things are here. So as they just around the corner, you get a shot of them about 80 feet away. So take a shot, Morpheus. Let me know which one you're going for.
Is this how close they're going to be?
After you shot them, that's how close they're going to be.
Okay. That one there, I just pointed at. Just bink, bink.
Okay. So Eldritch Blast. The Eldritch Blast explodes and slams into the body of the harpy. Let's have a look. She takes in a
Nice.
full 10 points of damage.
And then I'll, yeah.
Oops.
And then I'll, cower behind him since we're doing our turn, I guess, and then I loop back around, right?
Sure.
Okay.
So now
I think
we'll
I went
go-
underneath you. Put you behind you.
May I grab a rock and ready in action for when they are within range?
Sure. How far is a rock? Let's have a look.
I'm a champion rock thrower.
Just a random thing you added to your backstory there, bud. Random rock thrower. Okay. It's going to be a D4 if you hit. Mean you could take a shot. I guess when they get within 20 feet. So we can do it that way.
Okay. Yep, that sounds good. I will ready in action. Toss this rock.
So, this harpy, swings down and goes to claw at Titus. Titus, before she gets there, throw your rock. So we'll say, if you got any ranged weapons, just make a roll on your ranged weapon.
Yep, I do.
Ah! So roll,
All right, so D4, right? All right, well,
2d4,
2d4.
because it's a critical, plus your strength modifier.
Okay, 2d4 plus 4. Does that work?
8, so the rock slams into her. And as she's approaching, just before she approaches, as soon as you throw out the rock, she starts singing a song. Can I have both of you please make me wisdom saving throws? Titus, you're fine. Morpheus, you are also fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
we're good for now.
good.
Unfortunately, there's 2 others.
So she sings and she swoops, the rock slams her in the head, and she actually lands on the island, strangely enough. And she is going to just scream at, who's that, Titus. And she comes in with an initial club and reaches out and goes to whack her across the head. And I'm assuming an 18 hits because you're Your armor
Yeah.
class is now just 10 plus whatever your dex is.
Yeah, it's 12, so it definitely hits.
So she boom, wallops you across the head for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And as you're recoiling from the blow to bring your head back to try and get recentered again, she just starts clawing at your face and she rolls a 5. So that's actually going to miss. And she just screams in your face. Okay, that's her turn. This harpy is going to swing around here and then use her bonus actions to start singing. Morpheus, Titus, wisdom saving throws, please. You're fine. Wisdom,
Those of us on the sidelines, do we notice any of those harpies being maybe one of the ones we fought in the mountain?
Make a perception check. And you both pass your save, by the way. So you're good.
I'm going to yell out to Morpheus, if either one of us gets under the spell, we gotta damage each other, unless of course the harpy's going to do it.
Do it on us, yeah, true.
So this one just swings around to the side, starts singing her song again, and you've resisted green dots, so you won't be affected by a green dot or red dot. And this one swings around.
Is it that one's turn? Or
Yeah, I think she's last.
Oh, sorry, Titus.
Or
My apologies. Just getting too excited.
Okay. All right.
bloodthirsty.
I am going to attack the one. So I can't use the chain. Is that right? Since it's not ranged anymore.
Well, if you did, you do D4 damage from it, so there's...
Oh, okay. Well, then I will claw her. Take this. Let's see. Does it actually roll for attack? I guess I'll just roll any weapon that I have proficiency in.
13 hits.
Okay, very good.
Plus your strength. Ooh. So you just rip your claws straight across your chest and screams back in your face.
All right. And I'm going to I'm gonna move right. No, I should get an attack of opportunity on me. It's 10 feet. Yeah, I don't want to give her attack of opportunity. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and use my action surge now.
Sure.
No time like the present, and I'm going to try to claw again. And if that misses, I'm going to use the precision attack.
Does miss.
How about 17?
Yep.
Okay. For 6 more. And I think that will do it for this round.
Oh,
Don't you have a bonus attack because you're unarmed fighting? For 2-weapon fighting?
Oh, yeah, right? Because I could use my offhand claw.
Yeah. You could use your offhand claw. You'll just get D4 damage if you hit, though.
Okay.
Won't be the modifiers, but that does hit again. So roll another D4 damage.
So that would be
4.
two. Just 2. Yeah.
Okay, so as she lands, just pouring
you,
across
Elias.
her chest. Nice, Elias.
Gotta make sure you get all the advantage you can.
Yeah, we might need it.
Okay, and sounds like you wanted to stay where you were, so we'll move to Morpheus before this last harpy swoops in.
Okay. Morpheus will move, over to here to get a line of sight for range, and Eldritch Blaster, the one that Titus is fighting.
Okay.
Get her.
Oh,
Flies wide.
and then he's gonna go back behind you again. I think I have a better AC actually than you because I think I have a higher dexterity, but you're beefier.
No problem. Yes, I get it.
Mine's 14, by the way. What's yours? Just curious.
It is 12.
Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, I feel bad about this one, or I don't feel good about this one.
14 is good
Maybe
enough.
Oh, woo!
Oh,
17
Yes.
is good enough. So
I feel like that is a big deal.
you are now immune. That is a big deal. This could have gone really bad, but you're now effectively immune to all of these harpies' songs of attacks. So you're not. So that's good. That is good. Okay, the harpy in front of you, Titus, is going to once again swing at you with her club, try to whack you around the head. Boom! Rolls a natural one. And as she stumbles to the ground, she kind of reaches up and tries to disembowel you with her claws. And she rolls
May
a
I
15.
repost her off that first one?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, okay. I will do that. I'm going to claw at her.
13 hits.
Okay.
D4 plus your strength.
And
Ooh,
7 more.
7. Okay, she does hit you with her claw, though, and you take another 5 points of damage.
Okay. Temporary hit points gone.
Okay,
Very helpful.
so you're at 31 now, I guess. Oh, 30, almost. Okay.
30. Yep.
Okay, this harpy is going to swing over here, leading with her club, swings it at Morpheus. Boom! Rolls a 9, you duck out under the way. But she leaves a trailing claw to try and rake it across your back. And a 13, I think that misses, doesn't it?
Yeah, 14.
And
Nice.
she...
I took all my armor off, yeah.
Yeah, she swings over here, so you can have attack of opportunity if you like. Morpheus?
Well, that's the question. I get a +1 for my... I got a 10 strength, so... How would I think I'm just going to do my bone dagger, but I don't know how much damage I would do.
Well, dagger usually does D4, right?
No, dagger. I'm barehanded. That's just a barehanded punch. That's my dexterity modifier.
Oh,
so how much do I do with the 10 strength?
This is 0 modifier?
Mhm.
That's 1.
Malk said you had the chains around if you did that.
No, I
though.
didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think they get close, so I didn't do it. I was my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, unarmed strike, so 1 plus your strength. Monks get more, but that's because they're monks. Regardless, you punch this harpy in the face as she swings by you, doing minimal damage, but you get a punch in. Let's switch.
Feels good. Feels good.
All right. I'm going to strike at the one in front of me again
You strike, you do.
for 6.
She lets out a scream. She's looking very damaged, but she's still up.
Oh, she is. I'm going to use my offhand attack on her then.
Sure.
And 1d4, 3 points of damage.
Punch her right in the face and you crush her skull. She falls to the ground.
That felt good. Let's see, that was action, bonus action. I'll move right to the edge to shield Morpheus.
Okay, nice. So
Aw.
1 down. Morpheus.
Okay, Morpheus is going to chant some incantations and put his hands out towards those monsters and cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
and make them both light up.
What's the save?
Sorry. This DC save is 15, and what is it? Dex.
1 succeeds, 1 fails, 1 to 3. The top one succeeds. The top one succeeds. So this bottom one, what color do they get lit up with, Morpheus?
Morpheus has got a purple gem, so it's always purple. I'll always say it
Purple?
purple anyway, so yeah.
And you're concentrating on that, right?
Yeah, I'll put it up on my guy.
I got it. So yeah, so the Fury Fire pops up and they get illuminated. One of them dodges out the way. The other one is lit up. So advantage on the slightly purple one. And
And then I'll stay there. I won't move. And I love it. The one that I punched. And I shot that with the Eldritch Blast. I'm bullying that one.
There you go. This one swoops next to you, Helios. Brings out her club, always leading with the club. Boom! Rolls a 7. You dodge out the way. You see it coming. She retracts with her claws, and she actually digs ever so slightly into your flesh and brings it across it. Not enough to do damage. She rolls an 11 for her hit, so that's gonna miss. Titus, attack of opportunity.
Ooh. You know, I've been cheating myself. I have dueling fighting style. So if I have, so question. I mean, I guess I don't. I have. At this point, I'm probably not using the chain, but it's like I don't have any weapons in my hand. I'd still get +1 on one of them, right? Or +2. Sorry, +2 to damage
Oh,
because of the dueling.
okay. Well, yep. Well, we know from now.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to verify that. All right. So I'm going to attack with my claw.
Wait a sec. You're not wielding a weapon though.
Well, then I would like to use the chain.
Oh, sure. We'll
So I
say
get that.
thematically using a chain. Absolutely. 13 hits.
Okay. And you said the chain was 1d6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But
well,
she's
then
right
this-
next to you, but the chain will be at disadvantage then.
Oh,
This is effectively a ranged weapon.
okay. Then I won't do that. I will just use my claw then.
Okay, so roll damage for your claw. 5.
5 damage.
Okay, it all adds up. So she tries to hit you with a club, miss. You see the opportunity in her defenses, and you rake your claws across you. She lets out a scream. Okay, and that'll be her turn. Flies a little bit further. This harpy rushes in, going to swing her club at Titus. Roll. 11 just misses again. Comes out with the claws. The 13 does hit. Rips across your chest for 6 points of damage. And she flies back here. No attack of opportunity because you've already used your reaction. Titus.
All right. Okay. Well, this time I am going to use the chain on this one. You said 15 feet, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to lift the chain. And
That should be a dexterity-based attack, but with an 18, I think you're going to hit anyway. Oh, is it strength? Well, let's see what a whip is.
Yeah, whip is dex.
A whip is dex.
oh, it is.
Okay, but regardless,
Yeah.
you rolled an 18 on the dice. That's not going to miss.
Okay.
So roll a
And that was
D6
one of these. Okay.
plus your dex.
So Dex. All right. So then -2. So 5 more. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage against this one. Okay.
Plus the 2 because your fighting style.
I think it added it already. It did. Yeah. So I have +2 Dex, +2 for fighting style, and I rolled a 1, so it's only 5.
Okay, so it
Dang
takes
it.
5 points of damage. But regardless, the harpy makes a tactical mistake. Doesn't get out of your range. And she's definitely not out of the range of Morpheus's Eldritch Blast. What does Morpheus do?
That's gonna be what I'll be doing a lot this campaign. Eldritch Blast.
Should be very good at it.
Which one?
Oh, the purple one. I'm gonna go for that one.
Yeah, roll again then, because there's advantage.
Oh yeah.
No.
Might be natural 20. 22 hits. Okay, 22 hits. With 13 points of force damage to the harpy. Recoils from the damage. You stay there,
And I'll
Morpheus?
step back here. Good at hiding behind Titus. He's so big and so strong.
They notice you casting a spell, so they're going to go for you, Morpheus, trying to break that concentration of yours. Hits you with a club. Boom! 18. Cracks your jaw. 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Con save, please, for Fairy Fire. DC 10.
You can do it.
Oh,
Nice.
so 5 points of damage. Then she tries to claw you. Oh, rolls a natural 1. But she's going to fly out of range. She was 15, 5,
Punch again, man.
over
Punch
to
her.
there.
Punch that.
Yep,
Yeah.
punch her if you want.
So,
Yeah, that hits.
yeah,
So
so
1
take
point.
1.
1. Okay, it's all adding up. The harpy would be happy to do that all day. But, oh, no, it's not her turn. Oh, yes, it is her turn. Okay. 5, 15, 25, 30. Okay, same again. Going to try and club you. Boom, rolls a 19, so that's 3 points of damage, Morpheus. Don't forget those temporary hit points.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Fairy Fire goes down. Okay, and then she's gonna. So she just clubbed you, coming up with a claw. Whoosh, across your chest, a natural one. I'm wanting all the natural ones. And then she's gonna get another 10 feet up here. No attack of opportunity, Morpheus, since you already used it. Titus.
All right. Well, she did it. Can I move to here without falling in the water?
Tell you what, on the slippery rocks, you can make me an acrobatics check, DC 10. Oh, no, yeah, DC 10.
Actually, I'm not going to do that then. I'll use the chain.
Okay.
I won't go that. I don't want to fall in the water. Yeah, I'll go here and I will attack.
Okay, with the whip. Once again,
Yep.
13. Plus your dex, I think it'll hit. So, yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yep. Okay, and then
13 on the dice will hit.
1d6. This will be -2. So 5
5
points of damage.
Okay, just get into it. Yep.
And I think that yep, I think that will be it. Unless I can throw a rock with my offhand. I don't know. Is that a thing?
Sure, but I say since you're switching, you got to find the rock first and then throw it. I'm going to say yes, but you can do so at disadvantage.
Okay, well it is worth it. We'll roll at disadvantage here. It's control, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the rock just splooshes in the water. Not the perfect shot. And do you stay there, Titus?
I will come back. No, I will stay there. I'll stay right there.
Okay, Morpheus.
At the one we've been bullying, this one here.
12, which I think that hits. Yes, that hits your Eldritch Blast. Oh, Morpheus, that's ridiculous. Is that max?
Whoa! That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was Max. Nice.
Yeah.
The harpy screaming, looking victory is in sight, and all of a sudden she just, and a pool of blood and feathers, and there's, I don't know if you've seen the famous shot of the baseball player who hits the pigeon with the baseball. You know the one I'm talking about? Just a massive feathers. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
That. That is what just happened. Nice, Morpheus. Okay. Just swing around there. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Morpheus, once again. Club. Boom. A natural one again. God damn it. And claws. 8. And then you can punch her again if you like.
Oh yeah. It's how often am I gonna get to do that in this game? Probably very rarely.
Another 1 point of damage. Dying from 1,000 punches. Okay, Titus.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to move up. And I'm going to use the chain.
19
Gives
plus
it
your dex
hits.
is enough. Yep, that hits.
So -2, so 8 points of damage.
Got it.
And I'm gonna use my daunting roar to see if I can scare it. DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
She has a +1 to this. Again. Okay, she is.
They will fear us, Morpheus. Well, then they'll be dead. It won't matter that they're afraid of us.
Once you use it, you can't use it again. How long does the fear last for?
It's just until the end of my next turn.
Okay, got it. Okay, so roar, the harpy seeing her two companions die, she shudders slightly. Morpheus, you're up.
In her face, I hope. Oh,
Yeah, that is
barely.
in her face. Yep. 6.
Oh, followed up by the minimum roll, I think.
Averaging out here.
You're blasting her out of the sky. 6 hit points down. Now the harpy is afraid of you. She has no ranged attacks. She's just going to back up. That's going to put you out of range of your... She'll go there. Just retreats back to there. That's your turn.
Question. If she moves out of the threat range of my chain, do I get an opportunity attack?
Where was she? She was...
She's right here. I
there?
think, right? Was it right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do that. Does 12 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. 8 points of damage.
Oh, man. This is not going well with the harpies. Okay, so she screams and runs away from you. Just get back here! With a chain across the back. Okay, Morpheus.
Nice.
Right, Morpheus is just going to shoot her down, hopefully.
Was that my hit?
Oh, it was your turn, actually, before me.
Oh yeah, because that was my reaction, right? And now it's my turn. I'm just gonna hold an action to attack if she moves within range again.
Okay, so Morpheus, you want to roll damage on that? Morpheus.
Oh, nice.
How do you want to do this?
I shoot an Eldritch
Nice.
Blast, and it rips through one of her wings and rips it off of her back as she careens down into the water.
Nice little
Nice.
death spiral. Okay. With the battle won. We'll do this one. You see Commander Guys. He is just furious. And without saying a word, he stomps away. Kind of glares at Pythor and Anora for a second, but he knows that even gods are bound by oaths, and the vengeance that Sidon are promised is not going to happen. He storms off, and the crowd starts cheering. Hooray! And Kari says, guys, just don't get off the rock till morning. You'll invalidate the whole goddamn thing. Stay right where you are.
Done. Well done, Morpheus. I couldn't have done it without you.
Imagine
look at his-
that
Look
with
at your
4
wounds, and I say,
basilisks. Imagine that with 4 basilisks.
I cannot.
Mm.
Would we have had both, or just one or the other?
If you defeated the basilisks, the harpies would have came.
Oh man.
Oh, so you get a short rest probably in, because it's an hour long.
Oh.
So we can take a short rest probably in between, maybe. Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
rough.
I don't know if we could have gotten past the basilisk, but maybe. I don't know. They did less damage, it seems like, as long as we weren't freaking turned to stone.
Yeah, you have to do that con save every time.
Or disadvantage at attacking.
I mean, you took out 4 of them relatively easily, but of course that was all of you. You had Kyra singing songs as well, which is often helpful. I won't say it's always helpful, but often helpful. Okay, so you're just going to wait out on the rock till dawn?
Yep.
You wait out on the rock.
Take a
till
short
dawn.
rest.
Sure, if you want a short rest, you can have a nap even if you like. But yeah, sleeping. Oh, short rest. Roll some hit dice if you like. But eventually morning breaks and people along the banks. A chant goes up for Titus and Morpheus, and people are crying. Women crying and holding their children. Husbands kind of wiping away tears. You know, regardless of anything else, you've done a great thing from Astoria. I mean, the sacrifice, you saved Anora's life, and you did everything the right way, and the centaurs aren't attacking. So it's been a good day. in the city of Astoria. Such a good day, in fact, that you feel enthused. You feel you've learned something, and you can level up.
Yay!
Whole party or just them?
Whole party. Whole party.
Okay.
Nope, you guys
Yay, thanks,
suck.
Marcus and Titus. We leveled up from being spectators. It was awesome.
Good job, guys. Thanks for the level up. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right.
Malcolm, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna dual class into
Sure.
sorcerer, just so you know.
Okay, no problem.
Malcolm, I have a rules question for you.
Yep.
So, looking at the feats, there's
yeah.
a feat in there called Throne Arms Master.
Okay.
It mentions weapons with throne property. Would my psychic blades be considered?
Is this a special Odyssey one, is it, or is it just a standard one?
It says TCSR underneath the amp brand.
TCSR.
Sorry, Malcolm, if I may, if he's talking about the thrown weapon property, it's the same thing that Arson is using in Wednesday. So I was getting the +2 to the psychic or the psychic dagger damage because when you throw them, they're considered thrown weapon.
Okay, so we'll say yes, it's thrown, and this is a homebrew thing by the looks of it. Oh, it's from the new Taladori book. You honed your ability to lob weapons into the fray, including weapons not meant for ranged combat. So you get the bonus.
Oh, that's different.
I'll just link it in Discord. Where's my Discord going? So it's this one. Oh yeah, and that's the baseball image I was referring to. So thanks for posting that. That's what happened. Is that the one you're talking about, Jimmy?
Yeah, but now that I'm reading it, it wasn't the one I was looking at before. So.
Is that real or is that just totally fake? I'm kind of gullible.
Oh, I thought you were taking fighting initiative, thrown weapon fighting, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No, I was looking at Throne Arms Master, but it's fine.
Oh, okay. And if you're talking about that GIF, whether it's fake or not, no, that's 100% true.
Yeah,
yeah, that happened during a game. Yes, it did.
That's Randy Johnson did that.
Yeah, televised TV, not edited out. It just happened.
So it looks like it's off center, like he's not going with the play. Did he actually throw it at the bird, or would the bird go right directly in the path?
It was the timing. The bird flew in the path exactly when the ball came.
Oh my god!
And
that
confetti.
Would be amazing. That'd be amazing to see live. I mean, that's awful. A bird died. I mean, I'm a kind of an animal person, but that would be amazing to see on TV live.
I mean, it's more of an explosion. How does he fast? Is he throw like 100 miles per hour or something? Is that right?
Yeah, he had a cannon.
Yeah, and yeah, not good for the bird. Okay, I hope you're all rolling hit points, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, I rolled a 2 out of my D6, so.
Absolutely not. I'm not rolling for mine. I can't afford to have less.
You might roll maximum. Yeah, feel free to take the average if you like. Your DM will be slightly depressed, but we'll accept it.
He's reminding
me.
Oh, there we go.
2.
He's reminding me of a certain paladin who has like 30 HP, Malcolm.
Oh, yeah, like kept on rolling 2s. In fact, one time he rolled a 1, and I said re-roll it, and he rolled another 1. Yeah.
Ouch.
Hey, Malcolm, sorry, another rules question for you.
Yeah.
Is Theodosis considered a human?
Let's have a look. Did you start as a Medusa, or did you become a Medusa?
It's a family curse, but I started as a Medusa.
Then no, you are not human. You're technically a monstrosity.
Okay.
I feel bad saying that, but you're technically a monstrosity. But yeah, monstrosity.
Okay, so here was another question that I had.
Oh, wait a minute. It might be different in Thylea. Let me just look it up and... Might be. You might be considered humanoid in the Thylea world. Let me just check.
Okay, here it was. This is what I was looking for. So defensive duelist. Are my psychic blades considered a finesse weapon in order to be able to use a reaction to increase my AC?
So let me just check this. I'm just reading about Medusas. When a humanoid is afflicted by the curse of the Medusa, they gradually transform into a snake-haired monstrosity. So yeah, you're a monstrosity. And sorry, what was your other question, Jimmy?
Sorry. Yeah, so I'm looking at the defensive duelist feat.
Yep.
When you are wielding a finesse weapon with which you are proficient, and another creature hits you with a melee attack, you can use reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your AC for that attack, potentially causing the attack to miss you.
Just point of order, if you read Psychic Blades, it says you manifest them as an attack. They're not always there.
Yeah, but they are considered a finesse weapon.
Right,
Or
but
they
they're
have
not
a finesse weapons.
out always.
Have a look. So when you're wielding a finesse weapon, you're proficient with another creature hits you with a melee attack. You can use reaction. No, I'll say that. Like, that's fine. I'll say as they attack you, you can manifest your psychic blade and kind of deflect it that way.
Okay.
So yes, you may take defensive duelist and use it with your psychic blades.
I'm just trying to narrow it down now. Because I'm looking at cruel. That sounds kind of fun.
Did you? I know. Morpheus cannot take a feat, right? Because you're not 4th level in anything.
Nope, I'm switching up. Yeah.
Yeah. Titus, did you grab a feat or ASI or what did you do? Oh, he's not.
We're waiting for Mr. Titus. I seem to be having problems with my hit points.
Sure, let me help you out.
So
So did
Okay,
you
thank
roll for
you.
your hit points? Or you took the average?
No, well, it didn't give me an option. It's like when I scrolled through the options on it, it moved it. I had 28. It moved it to 2, but I didn't say average or roll.
Okay, let's have a look. So for your
And if I'm
ranger,
counting it right, I have a possibility of 46 hit points, so it seems low to me.
okay. So you've got manual for your hit points, but if you want to take the average, so did you want to take the average or?
Yeah, I'll take the average.
So what you can do? Go to the number 2 section class.
Okay, just a second. Let me go back to the character sheet there.
Yep.
Okay, class. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, click on manage hit points.
Uh-huh.
Now, what's the average for a D10? I guess it's you'd get 6 plus your con, right? Is that correct for average?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it'll automatically take your con into effect. So where it says rolled hit points 22, add 6 onto that to make it 28. Then it'll add your con and everything on top of that.
And then just hit apply.
Yeah, and then just click apply. Yep.
Oh, okay. For some reason I was okay. All right.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
No problem. And did you take a feat, Zamek?
No, I boosted my my dexterity.
Okay, cool. What are you doing, Titus? ASI feat?
I can't decide, and I'd like to decide before next week if that's possible, but I do have a question for you.
Sure.
So there's a feat for the Dragonlance stuff called the Knight of the Crown.
Nope.
Okay.
I think
Fair
it even
enough.
says on the feat for Dragonlance campaign settings only.
Probably. I don't see
Even if it
that.
doesn't, that's very specific to Dragonland. So nope.
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the feet, but I can't decide.
Okay.
Okay, Malcolm, is this spell okay to use? Animate dead animals. It's just on the list in D&D Beyond for it came up with my character. I'm choosing spells.
That was one of my custom ones for. I was doing Apostle and Necromancer on a campaign, and I did a level 1 spell to see.
Oh, so that's not really a spell. It's a custom
Yeah, that's
spell.
not really a spell. Malcolm gave me the go ahead for it, but that
No.
was because I was like going to play a Necromancer, and it was like a level 1 thing. So
No, it sounded cool because of Jason the Argonauts, and I have skeletons on my mind. But no, I'm done asking.
yeah,
Thank you,
no, it doesn't give you skeletons. He gives you like a tier like 0.5 like beast basically.
It's undead monster, so it's like a
Yeah.
skeleton monster comes out of the ground, and I'm just like Clash of the Titans, you know. But
Oh,
it's
gotcha,
not.
yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, is everybody leveled up?
Not yet.
Yes. Helios took the Artificer Initiate feat.
Oh, neat.
Oh, nice. I went subclass Divine Soul. There's going to be some God in my heritage, so do with that as you will, Malcolm.
Sure.
I mean, my warlock phase is over, guys. That was just a thing.
That was just a thing.
So you're going sorcerer from this point on?
Well, I'm going to take a warlock again later. It all depends on how the story unfolds, what you're going to tell.
Sure.
We'll see.
Okay.
Are you playing the coffee lock?
No. I mean, it technically could do that, but I'm not gonna try to do extra spell slots, and I'm not gonna try to spam short rests. I mean, short rests are a thing warlocks like to take, so always will take. But I'm not gonna ask, and I've shown recently the whole campaign. I've been like, let's keep going, and I have no spell slots. Let's go, children. You know, so I'm not gonna try to spam that.
Okay. Cool. What cantrip
Are you
did
playing
take,
Eldritch Blast Gatling gun?
No. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually, but yeah,
I
mean that's one thing that happens.
Helios took Guidance for the cantrip and Detect Magic as his spell.
Oh, yes.
Cool.
I have like another guidance because I got that too now.
Yeah, and there's no reason
Oh, you
to
had
stop
Guidance? I didn't know that.
You
Oh
still
yeah,
got
I mean
that?
it's Divine Soul. You can change it out anyway, so.
Still
Okay,
gonna
how
take
about a
Doug?
public opinion? How about a public opinion poll?
No, if he has Guidance, I'm gonna change it real quick.
Okay. What's your poll, Jimmy?
I'm narrowing it down to Savage Attacker. Once per turn, when you roll damage for melee weapon attack, and re-roll the damage dice and use either total. I may change it. Or Alert, +5 to initiative, can't be surprised, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen.
The DM will not vote.
Hey, ooh, those are all good.
I would possibly say Alert.
Yeah, because the Savage Attacker, I mean, I'm throwing a lot.
Savage Attacker, you couldn't use it for throwing. You'd have to be basically face to face.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like to go first, man? Especially when people get in position. I mean, that's tough.
And especially because you could just steady aim and then throw one dagger for advantage and always get sneak off for your first turn.
Yeah. I do like Alert.
Okay.
Yeah, I played a cleric for a long time, and she had +0 on her initiative, and the monk was getting like +12 or something. I got tired of being last.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be a backup healer, guys, because I'm taking Divine Soul, so it's cleric spells, and so I'll be getting healing words, and we're getting more. That's why when he said like no healers, and I'm like yet. Calliope let me have an extra level warlock before I did it though, because I was like, oh, I guess I gotta do it level 2. And then she joined, and it's like, oh, good, we have some. And then Zamek came in with the healing.
Okay, you know, so my feed's gonna completely change now. Actually,
Okay. What are you getting?
Exactly. What am I getting? We're just gonna go with Warcaster.
Advantage on concentration saving throws, right?
So I can make Titus's roar for longer. And yeah, if somebody's in my face, I can use my reaction to cast a spell on them when they run away.
That's nice.
The only restriction is it must have a casting time of 1 action and must only target 1 creature. So you couldn't do a fireball, for example.
No, I couldn't do a fireball, but I could do something like a inflict wounds if I had it learned or something like that.
Yep, absolutely.
Or polymorph.
Ooh, polymorph. Oh my god.
True. Yep.
Evil man, I love it.
What does it just cost your reaction, I assume? Yeah, your reaction.
Yep. Reaction. Or even just my cantrip, my shocking grasp, and then if it hits and they don't have a reaction.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I didn't pick spells for this level either. So much responsibility.
So many things to decide when you hit 4th level feats, not being the least of them.
And it's like, you can think about it all you want, but then you're at that moment, you're like, this is no takebacks.
I know. I wish that was not the case, because it's like sometimes you decide you want to do something different down the road, but it would make sense to be able to change it though.
Holy hell. Yeah, my initiative's plus 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Calliope's plus 0. Poor old clerics in the initiative order.
She has advantage though because of one of her abilities. That's nice.
Ah, okay. But still.
Massive 24 hit points. I love it.
Oh, I'm at 24 with you, my friend. Yeah, we in there.
It has to be wrong. I should have 1 less than you at least. I'll need to do this again because I rolled a 2 also, and I rolled really bad the last level.
I rolled a 2, but my con is plus 3.
Yeah, mine's not. My con is, I don't know what my con is. I have less hit points than you. I know, so I'm gonna put 23, and I'll do some math to make sure I'm right.
Are you sure? Because your warlock levels give you a D8.
Well, I was a D. Let me see. No, I went sorcerer. So I had 21 hit points. I rolled 2, so that's 23, and I get a con of 2.
Is it the rule that first level of any class you get the maximum hit points, or is that just at level 1, or is it level 1?
Just at level 1.
It's just level 1, base level 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So I get 2 for con. I get 2 for my roll. That's 4. So I get 4 hit points, and I had 21, so I'm at 25.
Yeah, 25, and I'm at 24 because I was at 19, and then I rolled a 2, then plus 3 for 5. So you're above me because of your warlock's D8s. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Fix that then. I was cheating myself. Thank you.
No problem. Saying I'm gonna be the low hit points here. Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
Never mind. Nope. I remember. Ignore
Glad
me.
I could help.
Oh, and if you checked off your armor, Titus, on your inventory sheet, you can check it back on again.
Oh, I thank you. I didn't.
Level 5 is what I'm waiting for. I survive.
Yep, level 5, right? 3rd level spells. 2 attacks per round.
No, my petrifying gaze.
Ooh.
Oh, and your reaction for rogue if you fail your to make the damage halved.
Yeah.
I think I did the correct stuff here.
I've been wanting to do this multi-class for a while. I get so many cantrips, and I got so many ideas.
Oh, if you go Pact of the Tome, because you get the extra spell book, you end up with 10 cantrips.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I thought about that too, but it's like I'd love to have a little buddy, and then I'll still have a bunch of cantrips with sorcerer. I'm like, I'm trying to get the best. And then cleric spells, I get to do that with a bunch of weird touch spells with the familiar, because I'm going evil affinity because of my pact with my warlock. Still kind of evil. And I could do it, inflict wounds through Akima at range, and that's just fun. That's something you don't get to see
Ooh.
often.
Well, that's
Because
a
a
good idea.
cleric and then the familiar.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what I'm going to do, just when it happens, you're not like, can you do that? So you kind of know what's coming. I don't want to surprise you.
No, you can absolutely do that. Yes. I think it's a thing for familiars that is often overlooked, right? Touch spells at range, effectively.
Yeah, I'm an invisible familiar. I can move into place so it won't be attacked as easily, and then I can maybe get him off more often.
Mm-hmm. And you get advantage if Akima does the touch spell, right? Like inflict wounds.
Yeah.
It'd be advantage on the roll.
And then I'll be twin spelling it later, maybe, to hit 2 targets, because it's 1 target only, so I can do the 2 targets to the next one. So just letting you know stuff that might be coming, so you're not like, can you do that? You can think it in the head right now and see if you can do it, and then giving you a heads up.
Well, let me give you a heads up then. I'm just looking at a CR 30 creature here that you're probably going to encounter. Just putting that out there as well.
CR30 creature.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
wounds can be
Tiamat
great.
is CR 30, the Tarask is CR 30. We all done?
Well, we know how to beat a Trask now.
We just need an art.
That thing Art did was amazing. When we broke the staff inside of the Tarask, that was a legendary moment.
It was.
All right. So, morning comes. By this time, Gaius has thoroughly left the building. The people of Astoria, they're clapping your hands, slapping on your back, holding up babies for Morpheus and Titus to kiss. Morpheus and Titus, do you kiss the babies?
Yeah. I don't think I have lips, but I'll.
Sure. Morpheus, do you
Morpheus
kiss the
growls-
babies?
Morpheus growls at the parents, not at the babies. Arrgh, just like, get away.
So they hold their baby back and then pass it over to Titus. But you're still caught as heroes. King Pythor declares it a day of celebration, and the whole city goes into party mode. Dragon's Tooth is overflowing with partygoers and revelers. Everybody's having a good time. But the party doesn't really go throughout the entire day. Of life kind of kick in before too long. Like they are still under a drought. They are still struggling to feed their families thanks to the livestock that Sidon is demanding more and more every day. So the mood gets a little less celebratory towards the end as a victory, true. Cause for celebration, true. But there are still more battles to be won if they're going to survive it. And of course, at everybody's back of everybody's mind is the Oath of Peace is going to come to an end. The gloves will be off between the gods and the titans. If you remember, the Oath of Peace was effectively a stalemate to the First War. Sorry, just a sec. Change something. And yes, so reality has kicked in. And hello, Athena Nocturna. I see you're watching, one of our players, and we'll no longer say Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. So thank you for pointing that out. Okay, so, yes, celebrations muted somehow, but things come back to the reality of life after a little bit. As you're enjoying the celebrations, as Titus kisses more babies, as Morpheus growls at more babies, um, a little, a very nervous-looking halfling approaches Zamek, and you feel a lot of tapping on your waist, Zamek. What do you do?
A little bit tapping.
And immediately the halfling runs away because you sound like a robot. You might want to reconnect again, Jeff.
Oh,
The robot was.
hold on. All right, how's that? One sec.
Much better. Yeah, so this little
Okay.
halfling gentleman, he's wearing like a nice vest. His hair is all tidied back, and you see him tapping on your waist and looking up at you, Zamek. What do you do?
I turn to him and I go, "Excuse me."
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you, sir. I know you're the heroes of the prophecy and all, and I know you just saved Anora and all that. I know this is not going to make a big difference to anything, but I need your help. Can you help me, please?
What do you need help with?
Well, Malcolm has been lost his page. Well, well, see, just to the south of um the south of Estor is my little halfling conclave, and and so a lot of our animals have started to go missing, and I know this isn't terribly important in the grand save the world type of thing, but with our livestock going, our children will go hungry, and we need your help in dealing with it. We're not sure what it is. Um, but any help you can give us trying to sort out this whatever these things are that's taking our livestock would very much appreciate it. I got no gold to offer you. Just a simple halfling
Wait,
request.
do you want us to just help you with the goodness of our hearts?
Yeah.
Well, I look him in the eye and I say, I I feel very sorry for you, and I really like to help you out, but I can't speak for my party. And I turn to them and I reiterate what this fellow has actually shared. It's like, can we find the time to help this guy out?
Well,
I think
it would help the city because they're starving. That is a very respectable thing to do, honorable thing to do.
I'm in. I just didn't want to speak for everybody.
I think we should focus on big picture. Let us not get too distracted with all these requests to save on these minuscule things when we have much bigger tasks to perform.
Hey, I'm short,
I,
but I'm not minuscule.
Zamek looks at Theodosis and says, I like to think that things happen for a reason. And while this may not seem to be the big picture item, it may somehow be interwoven into our destiny.
And I feel like we would, well, we probably wouldn't set out until tomorrow anyways. I mean, perhaps we should take a look.
Morpheus kind of scoffs. I do what friends do. I care not for beggars. Who helped me when I was in need? No one.
Well,
Ilias.
I guess sidebar, friends. Are we going to head to the Mental Forge tomorrow, or are we doing something else? Maybe that will help determine what if we can help this person or not.
How far? He said south of the city. How far away did he say it was?
Just 10 minutes walk. It's just head south and you'll see a pathway heading to the east. You can't really miss it. It's my little conflict. Look, I can tell you guys, some of you are nice, some of you aren't. I know you've got important things to do. So if you want to help me, please. If you don't want to help me, I'll understand. And this little well-dressed halfling starts heading out of the pub.
Zamek looks at Theodosus and says, "So, like Titus said, if this is something we could resolve today, are you in? And that wouldn't detain us from setting off tomorrow."
Yes, I'm just merely pointing out we must keep time as a factor. That's all I'm reminding everybody of.
I like Theodosis. Time. We must go.
But if these are dragons that are taking the livestock, an egg I could use.
All right. That sounds like we're in.
Helios is going to use prestidigitation to change the wind, to blow the wind back in his face to make him try to look back toward the heroes.
Kind of the Fabio moment type of thing.
Fabio.
The slow motion hair blowing in the wind. I like it.
No, on the person walking away to try to make him to be like the fate has intervened because the wind's blowing behind him to make him turn around.
Got it. Okay.
So you're trying to get his attention by blowing his hair?
Just trying to make just make the wind blow to make him naturally think like, oh my god, like they changed their mind because the wind immediately changed directions and now it's blowing in my face since I'm walking away.
Okay. So just roll me a d20, Helios. Like, I can't think of what thing this is, so we'll roll a d20.
Okay.
We'll see what number comes up. So it's performance, persuasion, nature, 16. So the hair blows in his face, and he's about to leave the pub, and he looks around and says, "Oh, that's weird." And he proceeds to leave the pub again. Keep in mind, he did tell you where it was, of course, as well.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Well, let's go take care of this, and we'll be off. We'll be off either later or tomorrow.
I like it. Let's do it.
So you leave the Dragon's Tooth and head to the south of the city gates. The path is easy enough to find, and it's inside a nice forested area. And this fairly well-worn path, which, you know, as described by this halfling. And about 5 minutes down the path, you see a little... let me just get a thing for this. You see this little creature, tiny, about the size of a cat, we'll say. It's a normal house cat. She's bright green. She has flowers interwoven in her hair. She's got these thin gossamer wings, and she's dressed in like leaves and bark and things. And she's sitting on a tree, a fallen tree just to the side of the path. And you see her face in her hands, and she's just quietly weeping, just sobbing. She looks up at you and goes back to crying.
What's wrong?
It's just not right. It's not fair. Can I trust you to tell you my secret?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a gossiper. I can I can hold a secret.
This is... Okay, you clear the tears away with the prestidigitation, but the tears start flowing again. And she says, is it okay if I whisper it to you?
That seems very odd.
It's a secret. I don't want everybody knowing, but I've heard about you. Can I whisper my secret to you?
Why do you need to whisper it to me? I'm sorry, that seems odd. These are all my friends.
Well, you can tell them if you like, but I just don't want to say it out loud, you know.
Can I insight that to see if she's like, it's just a strange request.
Seems trustworthy. And I'll give you one of those. 'Cause you deserve it.
And what does she look like again? Just
about the size of a cat, bright green skin, gossamer wings. She's got flowers and bark woven into her hair, and flowers and bark too, as clothes. So very much like a nature spirit, something like that. So can I whisper this in your ear?
What do you guys think? This seems like a very odd request.
You gotta knock on some doors, man. You gotta try some door handles. That's all I'm gonna say, man. You just take a risk. Sometimes you knock on the door, sometimes you just open it and go in the door. You know, you don't have to listen at everything. That's more pieces of advice. Go ahead.
So willing to just listen to everybody.
I know. I try to be a champion of the people. All right, whisper it to me, but this better not be something bad.
Oh no, not bad at all. So you have to lean down to put your ear next to hers, and as you get really close, she turns around, looks around, and then she doesn't say anything, but she lifts up a leg and she just lets the most disgusting fart rip out of her behind. And she goes, and she flies off into the forest. And it's nasty. It's nasty, Titus.
Prestidigitation and make it smell like flowers.
Orpheus, I blame you for this.
Sometimes the handle bites you back. We've had that happen.
I'm not listening to anyone who wants to whisper something in my ear ever again.
Okay.
Oh, that was funny, Titus.
Yeah.
And that
my
sound
expense.
recorded for a while. I've just been dying to use it, and I'm going to press it again because it's fun. You head further into the forest after some not too pleasant thing. Let me just look up something about your characters. I have to use my. I wish they'd put like a DM screen on an actual web page as opposed to having to go to a device for it.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Maybe it's in the works.
I'll actually post it on the thread where the announcers say, "This is great. Why not just make it a web page?" So I can see all your hit points, all your passive perceptions and stuff here, which is great. It'd be so much easier if I didn't have to do this. Passive. Okay, so you head further down into the forest. You see this little halfling enclave not that far away. And everybody except... no, actually... No, everybody roll a d20, please. Wow. Let's see what Helios rolls. Oh, Helios, come to the rescue.
Yeah.
So as you see these halflings approach you, give them a wave, and they welcome you. You feel something tugging on your foot, Hilias. And before you can react, you pull this tripwire, and this bucket of what something would use as a bathroom bucket tips slowly and then splashes down over your head, Hilias.
You just disgust. Oh, 1 second. Let me clean up.
Okay, it takes a. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. It takes more than one application or presentation, but about a minute you clean it up. And the halfling noble you saw before, he comes up. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. It's those darn pixies. They're always causing trouble. I should have warned them against you. I'm so sorry. And he tries to wipe it off you, but by that time you've prestidigitated. I think that's right. It off you. I'm terribly sorry. I'm so sorry. Those pixies they're always up to no good. Are you okay?
Oh, I am fine. Just was a little dirty there for a moment, but it's okay. What's going on here with all this trouble you mentioned?
Let me apologize. I mean, they've literally the pixies live for hundreds of years, but they never to grow out of the adolescence phase. I mean, there's nothing funnier to them than farts and peas and poos and all sorts of things. They're very immature, and I must apologize. But well, first of all, thank you for coming. Can I offer anybody some tea? It's a nice herbal tea.
None for me. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Um, what about you,
Morpheus,
Mrs.?
Morpheus grunts. Meh.
I'm
Nah,
confused. Is that a yes or no?
To know, it's like a growling. I'm like, get away from me.
Oh, okay, I respect that. What about you,
I'm
Mr.
sorry. I'm not over the last time somebody offered me something and it was not what I thought it would be. Even though I don't know, seems culture deemed that inappropriate. I had to make notes of it. No, thank you.
Okay, that's okay. I understand. I fear I could have know the answer to this question before I ask, but Mr. Mysterious Theodosis, you got a frown on your face. Would you like some tea?
No, I'm fine. Let's just get on with this.
I feel the mood shifted slightly, but that's okay. And he drinks the tea himself. But the reason I brought you here, once again, I know this is not world saving, but it might be good. You see, recently some of our animals, our sheep and our goats, have gone missing. And the sprites, little shits though they are, they have discovered some trees that are felled by axes. I believe that there are some human poachers living somewhere nearby, about a mile upstream. And bandits is one thing, but they've got like a giant type creature with one eye on their side as well. I'm not saying, stealing cattle is bad. It's not a crime worthy of death. But if you could just sort this situation out for us, we'd very much appreciate it.
I think that's, well, I can't speak for my friends, but I think that is a honorable thing to take care of. We cannot stand for this while this town is starving.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Friends, do you want to check this out?
Mike
Another
says yes. Let's check it
adventure.
out.
Let's do this.
Let's be quick about it.
Majama appears. Nice. Okay, let's have a group survival check, please. So everybody roll survival.
Uh-oh.
Oh, not good.
Oh, jeez.
Survival.
What is that?
Well, that is a mess, is what that is. Oh, will a Calliope do one? So she's here in spirit. Her survival is +6. So you're gonna help? Eh. It takes you. It would have taken. I mean, with better rolls, you could have done it quick, but this is night has now fallen, and you eventually come across. You end up following a stream. For a while, you figure like people usually hang out around streams for waters and so on. It's where you tend to find things. It takes you a while to put that together with those dreadful survival texts. So during the evening, you click on that. Maybe you should follow the stream. And after following the stream for a mile or two, you hear the sounds of thunderous footsteps just ahead. Soon, the originator of those loud footfalls come into view. A muscular 12-foot tall cyclops. And you see he was just out there getting firewood, and you see the 4 humans putting this firewood down. Can you all, I assume you're hiding when you see this, so can you all make me a stealth check, please?
Oop.
15, 13, 4, 19. Okay, so everybody ducks down just to observe what the situation is. Titus, though, the Cyclops hears you, he turns around and just sees you, and he puts a big smile on his face and just kind of waves in your direction.
Well, he seems friendly. I guess I'll do kind of like a little, kind of like yeah, hi. I'll wave back.
Big goofy grin on the Cyclops' face.
Is it moving towards us?
No, but it's about 20 feet away from the campsite and about 50 feet away from where you are.
Oh, okay. And there's nothing else around? No other creatures that I see?
Oh, you do see other creatures. You see
Oh,
you see 4 humanoids around the campfire. And yeah, the Cyclops apparently was sent to get wood. It's got a bunch
okay.
of wood in its arm.
Are we supposed to be seeing a different map?
I'm just setting up the map now, just a sec.
Oh, okay.
I'll kind of whisper to everyone. Well, they see me, but they do not see you. So I will. I'm just gonna walk a few feet closer. So I mean, so like maybe 45 feet away or so, and I'll just say, "Hello there."
Loud enough
What?
for the Cyclops to hear, or loud enough for everybody to hear?
I guess for the Cyclops to hear.
Okay. Let me
Does
just
it
set this up.
respond? Okay.
Okay, so this is what you see. You guys are probably more back this way, actually. Titus, you'll do the terribly roll of hiding, so I'll have you out in the front there. Everybody else hiding behind in the bushes there. And so the Cyclops saw you. He waves. The humanoids appear interested in whatever they're cooking, as it is now early evening. And sorry, what do you do, Titus?
Well, I just call out to the Cyclops and, hello. What brings you so just outside of? Um,
Make me a
blanking here.
sleight of hand check, or sad, because you're trying to talk to this group of people, or this person, but not this group of people.
Sure. Yeah. Sleight of hand. Not very good at that.
He stomps over towards you, the ground shaking in his gums, and says, hello. My name is Dobos.
Hi, Dobos. My name is Titus.
Oh, hello. Uh, these are my friends. They send me to get wood, and then Thobos brings them wood, and then I bring them more wood, and Thobos asks to get sheep. Thobos gets sheep because these are my friends. Hey! Thobos! Get your big stupid ass back over here. Stop talking to that weirdo. Oh, sorry. Phobos
Uh,
must go to friends now.
they don't seem very nice to you.
They are my friends.
Oh, okay.
Phobos
Well,
doesn't have friends, but these are my friends.
I do have room for other friends. I've never met one of your kind before, and perhaps we could be friends. And I would treat you very well.
Phobos, I said get over here. And not your type, real friends. Is to get that fat ass back over here. Oh, I'm sorry. My friends are calling me. You can make a persuasion check though if you like.
I would
Titus?
like to. Not very good at those, but I'm going to give it a go. They're just mistreating this poor Cyclops. Oh,
Yeah.
ah, that's about
They,
right.
they are my friends. I'm sorry. I must. They give me some food. I will go eat what food they have. I will eat the scraps. He stomps over back to the camp.
See you, Joe
Bye.
Boss.
Bye.
Uh, and I'll act like I'm starting to walk away, just kind of slowly, and I'll just kind of quietly tell it's like well, these are the ones that have been taking the sheep. Cyclops actually seems fairly nice, but I think he's going to be aligned with these bandits, unfortunately. Unless maybe someone else could influence him to break away from these bandits. Oh, wait, I have another idea. Perhaps we wait until Dobos goes and collects more wood, and then we talk to his friends.
That sounds like a really good idea, Titus. Let's do that.
Okay, well, I'm going to act like I'm walking away. I'm leaving now. No, I won't say that, but I'll walk far enough away where they cannot see me or
Sure.
hear me, and then I'll come back a little bit, but not too close. So I don't want to give it out. I don't want to give away anyone else's stealth. So I'll
What you
stay
do
away.
notice as you're walking away, though, they are throwing like there's some type of game, like a deer or something. And they're getting the best of it, and just basically throwing them the scraps, the bones, and the grizzled meat that's would take a while to chew. But he gratefully accepts it. Sorry, as you were.
Yeah, I think we should. That Cyclops creature, Dobos, seemed friendly. If we could spare him, perhaps we would have an ally. We just have to explain that his friends all fell on their own swords or something. Or they were not his friends at all. Um, yeah, well, I think we should wait until it leaves.
Okay. So let's say you just hunker down like a good, say, 100 feet back from where these humanoids are cooking up their meat. Before long, the fire comes down, and you see one of them throw a rock at Thobos. Look, we said whenever the fire goes down, you need to get some more firewood. So back into the forest with you. Don't come back without a helpful handful of firewood. And you look at the campsite, and the campsite is pretty good. It's definitely not in the need for more firewood. But Thobos says, okay, you are my friends. I trust you. And he stomps off into the woods.
All right, guys, shall we do this? We can confront them.
Indeed, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna approach.
Okay. Kara comes with you. And Calliope brings up the rear.
Can we tell? Like, I mean, we'd probably only approach until we like couldn't hear the Cyclops anymore. Like if it was fairly far away, type of thing.
Well, you see make a perception check. See if you can work out how far the creature needs to go. Yeah, you don't know. Lots of
Shit.
sounds in the woods.
Okay. All right.
Can I send Akima invisible to follow the thing so it stays like 30, 40 feet away from it, further away, invisible, and keeps an eye on it so if it comes back, it can warn me?
Okay. Make a stealth check for Kima at advantage.
I'm sorry. So out of character, I'm assuming when we said we're going to do this, we didn't have like a on 3. It was like, we're going to take them out.
Oh,
What's the game plan?
I meant to confront them, get them to admit their crimes, and then do what we need to do.
Zamek says, Titus, I thought that you already shared with me that you knew that these were the ones that were doing this. Do we really need to investigate anymore? I'm concerned that the Cyclops might come back and we'll have a bigger battle on our hands. I could hit them from my bow. This is before we're retconning, right? This is before I moved on. Like, I could hit them with my bow from here.
Titus, yeah. So, not in character, yeah, obviously, but Titus feels like he would. I mean, Dobos, well, it didn't sound that smart, but I think that they will. I think they will freely admit it, or we're gonna run them out of here. We'll probably run them out of here either way because they were mistreating this Cyclops.
All right, I will wait until you give the signal.
All right, I'm gonna call out to them, and I'm just gonna say, "Hey, you're the ones that have been taking the livestock.
No idea
Your
what
time
you're talking
here."
about. We're just simple hunters, friend.
Well, your friend Dobos has already revealed that you are the ones that are taking the sheep.
You're gonna take the word of a simple animal over a human?
Do I see any sheep carcasses, sheep fur? Or
Sheep is what they're eating. In fact, I'll say they're eating sheep.
yeah, like oh, so you're well, it looks like you're hunting sheep right there, friend.
Yeah, wild sheep.
Can I ready an action while he's Titus? Yes.
Okay.
I think it's time for you to leave the city and not come back.
Why would we do that?
Well, or we can take you in and turn you in over to the city guard as poachers. Your choice. Or you could die here.
Hey, I know who you are. You're Titus, right?
Maybe.
No, you're Titus. I don't see many creatures with hair like yours. You're Titus. You're the one who left all those children to die, aren't you?
I don't like to remember my